What episode is this?
Number 6.
Number 6. Our
happy
apologies.
anniversary.
Yeah, happy 6 week. And is it really 6 weeks of this already?
Yeah, we missed a week last week because I had COVID.
Oh, yeah, we did completely miss
And
a
how did it
week.
make you feel?
It made me feel a little sick, but it wasn't too bad.
Okay.
We got so far, I think, our favorite guest because he brought us stuff.
That's right.
That
That's
is
right.
true.
There's gifts. No, but we haven't missed a week. This week is just coming out late. So, listener, sorry for being late. A couple of days, but you can fucking handle
Couple
it.
days. Yeah, it's
we'll
just
be
one
back
day,
on
really.
time next
Fucking
week. Get over it.
baby.
Get over
Yeah,
yourself. Jesus.
So we got Caleb Buchanan,
Hi.
the legend.
Yeah, Caleb just got off of a really long series of tours. First with Spill Tab.
Yeah.
For how long?
The Spill Tab one was for a month, and then I was back for pretty much most of December. And then I went out again with Wallace, and we were opening for Still Woozy.
Right. And then towards the end of that tour, you were also playing with Still Woozy.
Okay, so fun fact with that. I only played one show because their bass player, Tani, she got COVID. And if for some reason you're hearing this, love ya. That's it.
Shout out, Tani.
Shout out Tani. She's
Thanks.
great.
Yeah.
Doesn't drink, but loves sugar.
Huh.
Yeah, fun fact.
Don't we all?
Everyone's got their vice.
Yeah, but I've seen her like,
It low-key is one or the other, no?
yeah, it's or
That's
like
such a
doing
weird thing.
crack. I don't know. It's like, it's just like,
What? I was like, yeah, in my head. And I was like, yeah, I took a second. What do you wait?
anyway, yeah, so I had to like, so the last last stream of shows for LA, or like just on tour, were like LA dates and Pomona, which is like, LA, but just down the street.
Yeah.
So we had a Pomona show, and then she tested positive for COVID, and everyone's like, fuck. And then, what's it called? Sven or Woozy asked me to, if I would be able to learn an entire set list in a couple days.
First name basis, pretty tight.
Yeah. And I'm
Yep.
like, yeah, I could do that.
You're like, damn right, I can do that.
How many songs was it?
18. So
That's
we had one rehearsal.
Would you play all 18 songs?
Yes. I played everything, which included playing some guitar on some parts and like very like in key bass also.
But nothing too crazy.
Nothing too crazy. Key bass was like pretty chill. I overlearned some of the songs, and I found out it was just like two basses at the same time kind of thing. So I just had to go boom, beep, beep, bow, bow, beep, bow, 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 instead of doing bow, 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 da, 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 bow,
Okay,
beep,
yeah,
bow,
yeah.
bow, bow, which I'm glad.
So
'cause-
did someone else
Second
play
one sounds
those
better
parts?
anyway.
No, that was just in the track. Like so it was like,
So it's more. Is this set more stripped down live?
no, it's not. Well, there's just a lot of tracks going on, so it still sounds full.
Mm-hmm.
It's just live, or for that song, which is Goodie Bag by Still Woozy.
Nice.
There's two basses. So there's a key bass, which is what I was doing,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's the actual like electric bass part, which is doing more movement.
Oh, okay.
And I just did the key bass, which was super chill.
That's
Nice.
dope. What were you playing on when you were playing Keybase?
Like synth-wise,
Yeah.
I was using a mini log. Actually, that tour was
Oh,
funny.
really? For bass?
Yeah.
Huh.
I mean, it worked.
Yeah, we've been
gets
doing a
pretty
lot of
thick
tracking.
sometimes,
Yeah,
yeah.
we've been tracking on a mini log. Is that here?
No, I think it's at Windsor.
I gotta steal that then.
If you give it like, what's it called? Like, I feel like 5 or 10 years, the mini log is gonna, and this is my hot take, the mini log is gonna be on that tier of like just what the Juno is,
Yeah.
or like the DX7, where it's like everyone has one,
Yeah.
and then it takes like some band to like make them super expensive,
Right,
you know?
right.
'Cause
It's going to be in some movie or some documentary or something, and now everyone's going to want it or something like
but
that.
they're also just like so fucking easy to use.
They're really
So easy.
and they're inexpensive too. Like
yeah. You can get one for like
can-
if you play
couple
cards, you
hundred,
can get.
$300, $400.
I've seen someone. I know someone who copped one for like maybe $250 or something.
Dang, yeah.
And like whoever sold it to you did not give a shit.
No,
Mm-hmm.
no.
Which I'd be down. But yeah, that tour was funny because she was using a mini log and then the Geddy Lee signature jazz bass.
Yeah.
And my rig was a mini log and like my 73 jazz bass, which is pretty much what the Geddy Lee was based off of.
Yeah,
So we had the same rig. It was
Yeah,
great.
that's pretty funny. That's cool.
that's dope.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's good that you were able to learn 18 songs in how many days? One day?
Couple days, yeah.
Yeah. I remember FaceTiming you, asking you to come on this podcast. You're like, yeah, I don't know if I can do it this week because I'm learning a million songs, but
Yeah.
next week.
Are you planning any more shows with them?
No.
up?
So I'm not with still woozy. I was just subbing for that one
okay,
show.
gotcha.
Should we cheers this wine really quick?
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
cheers.
Yeah,
Thank you for bringing
yeah,
this.
thanks for bringing the wine.
Of course.
You cheers him and he'll cheers me. We're sitting
pass it
in
down
and
there.
then, hold on.
Thanks. That's okay. I'm coming in. I'm
You
coming.
can make it. Boom.
Ah, yes. It's bliss.
That's good. I'm gonna need a refill in a second. I've already gobbled this down.
Oh, this is good. What the hell?
So where'd you get this?
Okay, so what I did today was with Spill Tab, I did a video shoot for Saint Laurent,
Saint
or
Laurent.
YSL, which was fun. So I learned a few things. My ass is too fat for like,
Amen.
amen. It is what it is.
We actually, this is not the first time your ass has been talked
Yeah,
about
we
on
talked
this
about it
podcast.
Really?
Yeah, we talked about it with
ripped up.
Which
with,
episode?
with Edwin Warm Bedrooms Gonzalez.
Damn.
Yeah,
yeah,
we
so-
talked about you quite a bit actually on that episode.
Yeah.
Mostly
not-
about your ass.
People already know about you.
Yeah, but I know I want to. I'm not done.
I thought
I'm
it was
not
mysterious.
Not to say that I'm done talking about it. I want you to continue.
No,
talking about it.
Keep
please.
going. I'm here for it.
We talked about we said something about I think we were talking about stage presence, and I was like, well, honestly, I'm a little bit goofy. I can't be sexy, but at least I have a fat ass. And then Edwin was like, yeah, you and Caleb are definitely two of my caked up friends for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Indirect
Yeah,
quote.
that's pretty much how it was said.
And we've talked about that too. Like, you and I are members of the Thick
The
Boy community.
Do you is there anyone else that you know?
Fahim.
Fahim's
Really?
caked up.
A little bit, yeah.
We'll have Fahim on soon.
Yeah, we didn't have a caked up episode.
Actually,
of the
that's
podcast.
true. I have squeezed. He's got a juicy ass.
Yeah, badonk.
Yeah. If my mom always would say if you were to prick my butt, berry juice would come out. And I think that's
For her butt or
no
your
my
butt?
butt.
Oh, okay.
And probably your butt and
No,
Fahim's
I thought
butt.
she was saying that, like, if you pricked my ass, like, as your mom. I'm like, why would she bring that up?
She really wanted me to prick her ass a lot growing up. I don't really want to talk about it on the podcast.
the Greg
It's okay,
family
but
is.
We have therapy. Or we could just talk about this late.
it's really dark.
So I did this thing for Saint Laurent today. Anyway, yeah. It was like, as soon as we got there, everyone was speaking French.
Oh my
Whoa.
god.
We were in like, where were we? Like this really nice hotel in like West Hollywood.
yeah.
Like, I forgot the name of it. Was it like the something?
The
yeah.
Gaylord Hotel.
Yeah, we were at the Gaylord.
Yeah.
I forgot that's a real place.
I know.
It is.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
which is pretty baller.
Yeah.
Does anyone still? Is that place like?
It's
think it's like
operational.
apartments
Yeah, it's
now.
apartments now. They're Gaylord
Okay.
apartments.
Yeah.
I know they're like a historical landmark now, so it's kind of hard to get rid of it.
The Gaylord.
It's
Yeah.
pretty hard to get rid of that sign once it's up there, you know?
Oh yeah,
I think it's fun.
I think that's what
I
I'm
think
saying.
it's neat. I'm here for it.
Is there like
Yeah.
a real? Isn't that like a real name? Is that
Yeah,
like an
Gaylord
English
is a name.
But
That's
they
like
knew what they were
Meet the
doing.
Fockers.
Yeah,
Ever seen
there's
that movie?
Yeah.
The main
Yeah.
character, or Ben Stiller, was Gaylord Fokker.
Yeah.
I've actually never seen that.
It's great.
I've never seen Meet. I think I have seen Meet the Fockers. I've always seen like it in passing, where like
Oh, it's like fucker. I'm just
Yeah.
kidding. Oh my god.
honestly, that's the reaction I had when I found out Nintendo DS stood for double screen.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Oh my god.
Wait, yeah,
That's
yeah,
that's what that means.
yeah, that's what it means. Double screen.
It makes sense.
Oh.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. No, you learn something new every day. I did not know. that.
I just told him earlier, I never knew that Changes by Charles Bradley was an Ozzy Osbourne song.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a Black Sabbath song.
I heard Ozzy do a cover of it, but I thought he was covering the Charles Bradley thing, and I just thought it was funny.
That's
Yeah,
I
that's-
honestly don't even know if should I pull it up and like play a clip of it?
Well, no, because maybe we don't have like the
if we
rights
talk
or
over
something.
it, we'll be okay. It
All
won't.
right.
I think if it's like if you play like 5 seconds of it,
Okay.
Yeah.
you're good.
And we'll talk over it. It won't be.
We just don't want to get the podcast to
So it's
get
just
you
taken
could just
down.
sing like I'm going through changes. It's on the show Big Mouth.
The Ozzy one or the
Charles
Brad-
Bradley.
Yeah.
look at
that
the
one's
thumbnail
better,
for this
honestly.
version of it and think of
That's
the.
scary.
Jesus fucking. What
that's
is that?
That's so metal.
It looks
dude.
like E.T.'s like ass.
Yeah. So for the listener at home, it's like some chains coming out of this screaming person's eyes, and if you've heard the Charles Bradley version of Changes, it does not thematically.
It's quite
Line up.
wonderful.
I'm gonna all right here. I'll play a little bit of this version with the chains, just a little bit.
Should I go on about the Saint Laurent thing?
Yeah. We need to finish that story.
Oh yeah. Well,
Is it kind of like a piano thing?
Yeah, it's like a ballad.
Oh, so it's not super dissimilar.
How old is this song?
I think it's from the 70s.
Okay. Well, we'll listen to that later, but that's interesting.
Yeah. So anyway, what were we talking about? Yeah, ass being
Saint
fat.
Laurent.
Saint Laurent. Everyone was speaking French, and Spill Tabber, Claire,
Yeah.
also speaks very fluent French.
Really?
So,
Nice. I didn't know that.
Yeah, a lot of her songs are in French.
Oh.
And
I didn't know that. I should listen. I haven't really been listening to music, but I have so much stuff to listen to.
Beep it out. It's a good time.
Yeah,
It's
she seems really dope. She seems super like really joyful from like some of the stuff that you've posted.
Oh, I love Claire.
Yeah.
That's another one of my hot takes. I love Claire because she's cool.
Wow. Controversial.
Shout out Claire.
Hey Claire, we haven't met yet. Looking forward to meet you in the future.
Yeah, you'll meet her.
There you go.
But yeah, she speaks fluent French, so at some point everyone was speaking French and blah blah blah. And we both had the same problem, which is we're not skinny European people.
Starving.
Yeah. So all the clothes were like fitting tight.
Yeah.
And the first thing the person who was styling us, he turns to me because it's my turn to get fitted, and the first thing he says is like, "You're huge."
Oh my
And I'm like, well, fuck. I know where this is going.
Yeah.
You know. So like everything they had was just too small. Like I have
You think that they would do a little bit of homework and be like, all right, who are we styling today? Oh, this dude's like, I'm pretty sure her thumb is bigger than my toe, my big toe.
Shut up.
No, it's hot.
Okay,
What do you mean?
Yeah.
How is that not sexy?
You don't want to be like a petite Frenchman anyway.
Yeah.
So
I mean, imagine though.
I can kind of picture it.
I could wear Saint Laurent.
True.
Yeah, but fuck that, because then your ass wouldn't be thick.
Yeah.
Oh,
Anyway,
Peter.
so yeah, Peter. Yeah, so all the I literally had all the biggest sizes they had, and they still fit really like too tight. There was like one shirt that I was down for,
Yeah.
and it felt really good. It looked good, and then he tried to give me a necklace, and it fit like a choker, and I was like, "Sorry, I don't have a Saint Laurent neck."
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
What'd he say?
Oh, he laughed. He got it. I mean, yeah, no, so what's it called? It's funny because like when Claire and I finished the fitting, we had to drive to the shoot location, and
Why were they in different places?
I don't understand a lot of things.
Yeah, me
I just
neither.
play bass in the band.
There you go.
So we're like looking up all the clothes.
Yeah.
They let her use this choker. It was like $180 for a choker.
Dang.
And that's baby work. The shirt that I had on, which is like a very loose fitting, like Hawaiian style shirt that I had like unbuttoned, that was still a little too small.
Yeah.
Went for $950.
Jesus Murphy Jones.
Yeah.
It's like a Hawaiian shirt.
It was like just like very breezy. It was like kind of see-through and light.
Yeah.
The pants I was wearing was like, was it like $1,000? Something like that.
Damn.
Yeah.
Good
I
Lord.
can imagine.
Yeah. I didn't get to keep the clothes because thank God they would have gotten demolished.
Yeah.
And also they just didn't fit well.
Yeah.
I was like,
It's weird when you have stuff like that like expensive clothes. It's like, yeah, but like I live an active lifestyle, you know, especially like you couldn't wear that on a show. Like, look at you perform. You're bouncing all over the stage, getting quad injuries and stuff. You're like an athlete up there.
But here's the thing. I feel like if Saint Laurent had like bigger plus sizes, I would rep that shit.
Yeah,
Especially if they gave it to me.
It's dope.
yeah.
I mean, obviously you'd wear it, but
It's cool. It's just like a lot of just black.
yeah.
You know, so I'm just like, okay, this is really cool and very like chill. However, part of me thinks I could have gotten this at H&M.
Yeah, exactly.
That's usually the case. Yeah.
You know.
It's crazy how expensive clothes stuff is. I was just looking at watches earlier today while I was here, and they were like, these watches I was looking at were like $40,000, and they didn't really look like it. It wasn't like a Rolex or anything like that. But
was it just like all gold?
it was
and
Patek Philippe. They have like really expensive watches. I don't think I'm saying that right either. But
You got it.
but it's insane. It's insane how people spend money on things like that.
I think sometimes people just spend money on things like it's not about the thing, it's more about the fact that I spent $40,000
that's for sure
on
what
a
it
watch.
is. Especially that's for sure what it is. Especially like luxury items like clothes brands like that.
Yeah.
It's not like the clothes are better. It's just that you wanna. It's just like look, I'm wearing these $1,000 pants.
No humble
capitalism.
person. Yeah, no humble person has ever spent $40,000 on a watch and not also mentioned in casual conversation that they spent $40,000 on
or
a watch.
or just for people to see, like if people to know, then you're like, you don't look at this watch I have on, like.
I mean, but hey, honestly, at the same time, I've been thinking about it, it's like if you could afford that shit though, like comfortably and like you could spend X amount of money and like just be like, all right, well, I bought this. It's not like a fuck, I gotta divorce my wife, sell the house, and sell my kids to the Navy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like if you can afford that shit, I'm like, hey,
go for it. No, it's your money. You can do it.
Yeah, I guess. I always just think when people are expending like insane, like irresponsible amounts of money on shit like that, I'm always like, couldn't you have just like donated to like a YMCA or something?
Yeah.
Like,
maybe they also do. Maybe
that's true. I mean, not to talk shit, but like I always think like that's a lot of money for a watch. Like that could have been put to like maybe better use and stuff like that. Yeah. I don't know. That's just me.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's a whole like ethical thing.
Comrade Maddie on you.
Oh yeah.
Hours.
Hours. I haven't seen that meme. Us. Me. You. Us.
But yeah, in the green room, they just had a bunch of snacks and stuff. So
hell yeah.
We just we were like already taking stuff because like they put our writer in there that we had from like tour, plus like some other random shit. So we were just like, yeah, fuck it, I'm down. Which leads me to my next thing. The only thing I was able to take from that shoot that was Saint Laurent was this giant tote bag, which I'm going to use for groceries because I think it's funny.
It looks like you just went on a shopping spree.
Yeah, you came in and I was like, damn, you got hooked up, bro.
Imagine me just coming like with this and it's all just Ralph's bag. That'd be awesome.
It's fucking sorry, there's just bread in here.
Cucumbers and shit.
So I brought a loaf of bread. Hey! Got a baguette. It got a little smushed, but Trader Joe's baguette.
Yeah.
So feel free to nibble on that.
In the Saint Laurent bag. Nice.
That's my toiletry bag for like my skincare stuff. There's some bananas.
I
have this coconut water.
Oh,
if anyone wants to try some. Okay.
I'm allergic to coconuts, but it's a
coconut water makes me gag. I'll try it on.
Okay, then don't try this one because not only I like Trader Joe's, but this coconut water is hilarious because when you drink it, it has like this weird aftertaste, like you just sucked on a faucet for 5 minutes.
Jesus.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Is it like tap coconut water?
I don't know. Not from concentrate. Let's add concentrate. We have some hummus dip.
Damn, you brought the whole damn thing. Here, sorry, I don't want to eat in your bed, but I'm going to just break me off a piece of cat bar.
We also have these dark russet kettle-cooked potato chips, which we're actually kind of curious to try. Just never had dark russet potato chips.
What?
Yeah.
Thank you.
They're dark potato chips?
Damn.
Plastic potato
are these from the
green room?
For those of you at home who don't know what a writer is, it's not like Stephen King sitting at home on a typewriter.
Oh, yeah.
A writer is a list of cheers. Let's break.
Cheers. Wait, give me a piece.
Oh shit. A writer is like a list of preferred items that the band wants in the green room, as like far as like snacks and like drinks and beverages and stuff like that.
Maddie and I were reaching to dap each other up with bread.
Yeah, we got to dap.
That's some great bread.
Is it good? Mm-hmm. Let's take a nibble. Did you know there's like different writers though? There's like a food writer. There's like a technical writer. Like I didn't know that until college.
Mm-hmm. People have writers at the studio. They gotta they want all that shit set up.
That's good.
It's good bread.
That's a good bread. Man, I haven't had really baguette, bro. A baguette and some brie cheese with like green apple.
Why you got any cheese? Oh, speaking of apples,
I don't have cheese. I have butter if you want butter.
You got
what the hell?
Apples, bananas, some ginger.
Damn, bro. This was just in the writer?
Well, some of this was our writer, and then other ones were like
they just like put fruit out or something, just like to have
miscellaneous, right?
Wow.
And it was funny because like those pants that I wore barely fit. My ass looked insane.
It always looks insane.
I can only imagine if
mm-hmm.
you're pointing this out.
But me and Claire were just like, okay, if we nibble on something, it's gonna probably fuck up the fit. So we were just starving all day until we got to this.
Not the body.
Did you spill anything on the clothes?
Oh yeah, I was like, this sucks, but yeah, it is what it is. You know, the things we do for showbiz.
Showbiz,
that's
baby.
Such a like showbiz. Shitty comment that he made. Like, you're huge. Sorry, you're huge.
You're huge. I'm like, you're mine.
Peter, you're huge.
Peter, you're huge. Sacre bleu. Anyway,
Is your name French or no? Buchanan?
Buchanan? No, it's I fucking forgot. It's either Scottish or Irish.
I was gonna
Okay.
say that sounds Scottish.
I think it's Scottish.
I don't think Buchanan is Irish,
Yeah.
but I could be wrong too.
There we go. Bonjour, everybody.
Bonjour. Oh,
Yeah.
I also brought this Pinot
pass that
Noir
baby over here?
that was
Yeah.
in the
So
green
it's a
room.
Pinot Noir, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Pass me another
Pinot
little
it's
Noir.
pretty good.
It's a Sonoma Coast from 2019, and it's La Crema. It's good.
Like grandma.
I already know
It is good. It tastes like pre-pandemic misery.
Oh my God. Do you remember when, well, of course, when you and I were just drinking wine on FaceTime?
Yes,
A lot.
Would you pour me some of that?
Gotcha.
Yeah, we had honestly, I think of like all my friends. I think you, me, and Fahim probably had the cutest COVID time.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You guys would pull up to my place. Usually, it was like the meet because I was in between y'all. So they like Caleb and Fahim, who I'm sure we'll have on the podcast very soon, would pull up to my place at like midnight, or we'd be like FaceTiming or something. It's like I'm bored. Yeah, I'm bored.
And then we
too.
ended up just like, fuck it, let's
You're
hang
like,
out.
what if I just drive to your place and we just like do a like 3-hour social distance walk around studios? We covered some ground on foot, bro.
Absolutely. Especially because that was when traffic was unbeatable.
We could have done the whole walk in the middle of the street, no issue.
Yeah, it was spooky when that was the case.
I know, it was really scary. I thought it was the end times a little bit. I'm
I
glad
miss
it's
it.
done.
I kind of miss it. I'm glad like things
That
are
is
more or
done.
less back because I
Yeah.
can work again. But like
Yeah, of
I do
course.
miss just waking up and being like, I can literally do whatever the fuck I
know.
want except
I
hang
The
out
part,
with
the
someone.
part of not hanging out with friends sucked, but one of my favorite parts was like the first week of COVID when Tiger King came out.
Yes.
And it was like,
I still have not seen Tiger King.
oh really?
It's pretty great.
I was pretty hooked on it, like embarrassingly, and it was just like so fun. It was just like everyone's at home, like we're just like watching this show that just came out.
Tiger.
Yeah,
That was
Now
just-
I understand.
I have all those albums.
I saw a tiger, and a tiger saw a man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Appreciate
that was
it.
beautiful.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah,
More of this?
yeah, absolutely.
I-
Actually, can you hand me that hummus that's right there?
Bruh.
Yeah, I'll break it open.
Yeah, I kind of, we're having full snack time.
I know,
You're the
yeah,
first
yeah,
guest to
yeah.
ever bring something to them. Maybe we should start requiring, like, bring us a gift.
Yeah, what, you have a writer, but you have to have the guest bring the writer? That's the most
Instead
fuck
of
shit.
giving the guest a gift when they get here.
What are you bringing
I was
us?
thinking for a time, I was thinking like, what if we hit up the guests in advance and be like, what kind of, like if there's a special kind of like alcohol or wine that you like that will like have it for you when you get here. But
That's
instead,
so much money, bro, because then we're spending monty on something every week. But I think
but
they...
it's still
No,
nice,
and then you get
we'll
sponsors.
keep it.
And then
Like
it
you can
pans
drink
out.
it while you're here, but then it stays at my
yeah,
house.
no. Yeah, don't misunderstand. This remains...
Yeah, you can only have like two cups.
And then every fifth episode, the last 5 guest requests, no matter what it is, we have to mix it all together and consume whatever it is as one thing.
Oh, like a
Yeah.
drink from hell type thing?
Yeah, I don't know. Or maybe it turns out to be really good, you know? Maybe we
Oh, yeah. Beer, tequila, and absinthe.
I don't know.
Upcoming wine.
Maybe we like reverse engineer the secret formula to Coca-Cola. Who's to say?
Maybe.
That would be kind of fresh.
You know what I'm talking about?
Maybe.
I mean, shit. I mean, you got a lot of booze in there. What? I mean, we could.
We do. We can whip it out and just see. I mean, if I drink this wine and this whiskey, I'm gonna be yakking on this podcast.
Yeah, don't mix.
I'm gonna mix.
No, don't mix. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah.
But what? So how long did this thing last? Did you just get off of it right now?
I just got out.
Nice.
Yeah.
And how long until you're back on the road?
Tuesday.
All right. Back at it.
So for context, today is Thursday. So
Yes.
of March.
They'll probably be hearing this tomorrow. This is the first podcast that's like we recorded the day before and then it comes out. We usually do things a week in advance, but Wyatt had COVID because we were making out and then he was making out with all the...
I know. I was super late to get COVID.
I know. I still haven't gotten it.
Really?
Crazy.
Knock
Yeah.
on wood.
Nerd.
Yeah.
Nerd.
I know. Yeah, I know.
I also brought some COVID shots.
You're crazy. I was like, what else is in that big ass Saint Laurent bag?
I don't know. Honestly, I should just bring this around with just random shit more
You
often.
should.
I get why, like, I
It
don't
looks
know.
really comical because you're just like keep pulling things out of it like it's a magic show.
It doesn't.
Absolutely.
You're gonna bring out the guy
Like-
that said that you looked huge.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You look huge.
Let me go.
Put him back in.
Let me
Flies there.
go. I'm sorry. Let me go.
That'll show him.
Yeah. Fuck you, dude.
He was actually really sweet, though. Minus that.
That's good.
Yeah.
You know the French. They don't
And
know
I
how
don't even
to-
think it was like a mean thing. It was just like, oh, you're massive. I'm like, yeah, I know. But, like, damn, just tell everybody.
No, you're hot, Caleb. Fuck you.
Yeah.
You're playing bass for another big band that I think our viewers would be interested, or our listeners would be interested in hearing about.
Right. I also play bass for Mild High Club.
Nuts.
Which has been fun.
Yeah.
So crazy.
Yeah. That's been really chill. I got that gig basically through like a mutual friend of Alex and I's. And he just hit me up. He was like, "Hey, Mild High Club needs a bass player for like some LA." Like,
Hey.
yeah, literally, he was just like, "Hey, I'm gonna play bass for Mild High Club. It's for some headlining shows in LA and New York." I'm like,
No.
"Yeah, sure, I'm down."
Yeah,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
And then
crazy.
Alex and I talked, and we met up, and he's a good friend of mine now, and we like send each other random pieces of gear. It's a good time.
Nice.
You know?
What's your favorite song to play of theirs? They have a lot of good ones.
We do a Latin version of Skip Tracing now.
Whoa,
Oh,
that's
shit.
crazy.
Spoiler alert, it kind of goes.
Goes crazy.
bet.
When are you guys playing next in LA?
We're not playing in LA, we're playing in Santa Ana
Oh.
at the observatory.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
So, like, I don't know why there's no LA shows. I don't think it's a radius clause.
Well,
thing.
didn't you guys, that I'm forgetting, you guys just recently played LA pretty recently?
No, that was like in August.
Oh my God, was it really?
Yeah, it was like August.
Dang. So that was
I
one of the
play a
first
lot of
shows.
shows.
Has
so it's-
time for you guys been just going crazy fast?
Yeah, and I mean, yeah.
Christmas was like last week. You know
I
what I mean?
There's a lot. For me, there's a lot that's happened since Christmas.
I mean, there's been a lot, but it just feels like time.
Yeah, I mean,
I had a
It's
COVID
about to be-
Christmas. That
Oh,
was
really?
the long, like,
I guarantee you someone has a song called COVID Christmas right now on Spotify.
oh God, it's probably not amazing.
It's probably really good, and I'm going to look it up right now.
All right, COVID Christmas. Whoever has COVID Christmas, you're getting free play right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How
seriously.
was your COVID? What happened on your COVID Christmas?
Gambian, or my good friend Gamby. Excuse me. My good friend Gamby and I spent it at my place because they also had COVID from the same place.
Damn.
'Cause, we
a
went,
show?
No, so we went to New York. I was playing a show with Wallace. It was like a headlining thing, and they came, and literally almost everyone there got COVID
Damn.
from
no.
a thing.
Was it bad for you? Like, did you get really sick, or was
No. I didn't like lose my taste or anything. I was just like, I think there was one day I was just had like a headache and was just kind of like
yeah,
Icky.
tired.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then after that, I was like, all right, I'm good, but 10 more days.
yeah,
Which was
Yeah.
funny because in the middle of that, that's when the CDC announced like, oh, you only need 5 days of quarantine. And we were on like day 7. So I was
Yeah.
like, we have no symptoms. We could dip, but let's just fucking do the whole 10
Oh, so you were
days.
halfway through it, or like
More than-
70%.
A little more than
of the way
halfway. We could have like just, in theory, we could have been like, all right, see it. But it's like, let's just
Yeah.
wait the 10 days.
through. Well, at least you got to hang out with the homie. How's Gamby doing?
Gamby's great. They're chilling. If you don't know Gamby, they're an amazing producer, great, amazing, and multi-instrumentalist, and
great guitar player.
is the only person with keys to my house.
Special.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see what happens between you and I tonight. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
you little freak.
Do you see me wink with both eyes just there?
Yeah, you mean you blinked at me? Oh, never
That's
mind.
really flirtatious. If you're just
He
like,
did left and right.
It was right and left. You're
Oh,
just
apologies.
gotta
I'm
fucking
mirroring.
Way to go.
the baguette's kicking in.
The back.
Yeah, the baguette. I'm getting tossed from this hummus right now.
huge. All right, here's a little bit of COVID Christmas.
Is there actually a song?
While you're doing that, can you hand me some of that baguette again?
Of course.
Let's go.
Sorry for all the crinkling.
Wait, stop the crinkling. I want to listen to COVID Christmas.
Yeah. 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 Hey.
All right, so we have now officially
It's
been.
really, it's way too long for what it is.
I hate that that's
So is
exactly
COVID.
what I thought it would sound like.
Yeah, to be honest, I kind of did too.
Mm-hmm.
I think this maybe is the most cursed episode of the podcast so far.
cursed.
Yeah.
Why?
All the crinkling and the snacking
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
chewing into the mics and
That's the 6th episode. You got to do something special.
we're gonna. All right, listeners, for you enjoy all this. Yum, 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 yum.
Just wanna make sure
No, don't do it.
Okay.
People have a phobia of that shit.
Okay. Well, it's too late to do a trigger warning because I
No,
already
it's
did
okay.
it. But
Well, we're not gonna edit that much. Are you looking at the?
Yeah, I'm just making sure.
Oh, there's
no,
pine nuts usually in hummus.
No, there's not in hummus.
Wait, are you
There's
allergic to-
garbanzo beans? I'm allergic to nuts, and it's a thing. I just gotta check.
Are you fucking? What are you doing? Did you read it?
Yeah.
Adequately?
Yeah.
Oh, it didn't say
No.
contains nuts.
Yeah.
All right. Be careful.
I'm not gonna risk it like that.
Does it have D's in there?
What's D's?
D's nuts?
I thought you
You're
fell for
welcome.
that seriously for a second.
Find God, Caleb. Find
Thank
God.
God. Oh, you using profanity now?
Well, this is some delicious hummus. Mm-hmm. That's what I got to say about that.
It's pretty good. The Trader Joe's hummus goes pretty crazy.
A lot of things from Trader Joe's goes hard, except that coconut water. That was...
Let me try it. Oh, Jesus, Murphy Jones.
Is it cold or not even?
Hot coconut water.
Straight from the coconut.
This is a fresh one. Let me check just to make sure.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
man, that was not a good face.
Same flavor. Pass it
Well,
over.
because it's like milky, right?
No,
Milk?
not really.
Coconut water?
No. You said it makes you gag?
Oh, yeah. Ugh. It smells like cum, bro.
Oh, no.
Sorry, Mom.
Wait for the aftertaste.
Oh, that's not a good
Wait
face.
for the aftertaste.
Ugh.
This is like an episode of,
God.
what's that show where they eat hot wings?
Hot ones.
Hot
Hot
ones.
hot one- hot ones?
Hot ones. Hot wings.
But it's just our snack review.
But it's just
Did
like
you get
really-
the aftertaste? I mean, you also just don't like coconut water, so
Yeah. It's honestly... Ugh.
you got it.
Tastes like cum, bro.
Have you tried?
Yeah,
Have you tried your own nut before?
So, Caleb,
What's up?
how's bass?
Hmm?
What?
How's bass?
How's bass?
It's good.
All right.
Bass is good.
Next segment.
How's-
You guys have not tasted your own cum?
No,
I don't think so, no.
I don't think so.
Yeah, me neither. That's crazy.
All right. Well,
You seem to have a pretty good palate for it.
It's just like, okay, you know what I'm basing it off of?
Hmm.
Did you guys ever have have you ever smelled the cum tree?
no.
What's a CSUN thing?
Oh.
There is a cum tree at CSUN. There was also one at Van Nuys High School.
Is it
You've
just
never
a-
been in a neighborhood where there's these specific types of trees where they
Smell like cum?
smell like cum?
No, I
You've
have
never
not.
smelled a cum
You went to
tree?
CSUN, right?
No.
Oh.
I'm
I
a
don't know why.
CSUN.
I swear I thought I like Mandela effect thought that
Yeah, I don't know why I
went
thought
to
you went to
CSUN.
CSUN.
I was in the Valley a lot when.
Yeah.
Okay, so when Roger Holloway, another great
We've
artist.
also mentioned Roger a couple times on the
Yeah.
podcast.
When Roger and I first met, he was living in the Valley, and him and I would hang out a lot. And then that's how I met a lot of CSUN people.
Okay.
And eventually gave the illusion that I went to CSUN because I
Yeah.
was just always around and always had friends there and just pull up.
Yeah.
But no, I never went to CSUN. But go Matadors.
Go Matadors.
Hey,
yeah.
Maddie the Matador.
Maddie the Matador, our favorite guy.
Yeah.
Favorite Matador.
Everyone's favorite Maddie.
Oh yeah, you're the only Maddie that I know. and
Fucking
talk to.
bullshit. Really?
Yeah, I don't talk to any other Maddies.
I don't know any other Maddies either.
I only know Maddies that are like Madisons or Madelyns
yeah.
or
I'm
Madelines.
I'm talking about the Matty spelling.
Yeah, same. I think I am. I've heard tell of other Maddies, but I think it's just
They're not real.
I think it's
They're
They're
the
not
only one
real.
I know about is Maddie Healy. That's the only other Maddie I know
probably
about.
not even real.
Probably not. Probably
Wait,
not
who's
even
Maddie Healy?
Why did you go to
from
CSUN?
the 1975. No, I didn't. I dropped out of college. I went to
Nice.
Moore Park for a second, and then I was like, same for me, dog.
Yeah.
We just slapped hands in agreement that we both dropped out of.
Where did you
college.
drop out of?
I've dropped out of 3 different community colleges:
Yeah,
East LA,
Nice.
LACC, and then PCC.
Eat shit.
nice.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Each experience better than the last.
that's good.
Oh, that's good. Like actually.
Yeah. ELAC has probably, and if you go to ELAC for music, I am so fucking sorry.
Did you
I-
go for music to these schools?
I went for music for
Okay.
all 3.
Okay.
ELAC had probably just the most discouraging music program for me specifically.
Uh huh.
In what way?
The chair at the time, Dawson, was it Richard Dawson, Robert Dawson? I think Robert Dawson, yeah. Richard Dawson was an old guy from Family Feud. Robert Dawson,
Yeah, I was like, that sounds familiar.
yeah. One of the he was like the host that kept kissing people.
Oh,
and
yes.
married a contestant.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah.
interesting. Great.
I looked that up.
Positions of power.
Yeah, when you're on Family Feud, you can do anything.
Yeah,
You
who
can
knew
just
you had that kind of pull?
Make out with any one of your contestants.
Like Steve Harvey.
Oh yeah. Who
Does
knows
he
what's
kiss
under?
people?
I don't know, but who knows what's under that mustache?
No, Steve Harvey's great.
Probably his second dick.
Probably.
Probably, I believe it.
Probably that hung.
Isn't he said something weird like you can't be friends with a woman.
Oh yeah.
He
Well,
has
there's some validity to that.
He has old head
really?
mentality. Wait,
Let's
what?
unpack that.
Go on.
From the way that he described it, he's just like, I don't trust myself around women that I like, so that I'm not going to cheat on my wife. He's like, I don't trust myself around other women. He's got like he gets after it like that, and he knows not to dabble in that.
Interesting. What do you mean? Like, you can't, like, because he's saying
Like-
you can't be
like-
friends with a woman.
Okay, like he's not going to go out to dinner with a woman, just him and a woman.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, I guess.
Like, you're not going to go hang out with just another woman that's not your wife, one-on-one. That'd be kind of, I don't know. For a married man, I can understand where he's coming from.
I think it depends on the circumstance, of course.
Yeah.
But like,
I mean, if
I see what you
you're like, if Hannah had a guy friend who was straight and they just like hung out regularly, and you were like over here with me and they're hanging out right now, would you be kind of like,
I'm heated already.
would
And he's not even real.
no.
what's up with that?
I'll fucking kill him right now.
What are we
What's his
talking
name?
about?
Who is he?
Anyway, Steve Harvey. His name's Steve Harvey.
No. What? I have to kill Steve Harvey.
Let me just power through this real quick.
Yeah,
Go
get
for
through
it.
it.
ELAC sucked. Very discouraging. I tried to get lessons there, and the chair kept talking about how he knew like a bunch of really good bass players that could teach. And I'm like, cool, can I get a lesson? He's like, you're not good enough for a lesson.
Bro.
I'm like,
What?
ego aside, isn't the point of me coming to school to get better?
Yeah.
Is that the point
And
of
like
taking
that's the point of
lessons?
taking a lesson.
Yeah.
Like I knew some kids that were like dog shit and got lessons. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I'm like, do I have to earn my like fuck you?
Yeah.
And he kept calling me for gigs. I'm like, no, fuck you, but I'm gonna do it.
I wish we
hope-
could name the episode that. No, fuck you, but I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Well, we could. We just have to asterisk the you.
Oh yeah. LACC was great. No complaints. Very solid. I met a lot of. That's how I actually met Fahim originally.
Oh, really?
You go there too?
He went to LAC. We went to LACC at the same time, and like we entered, and I think he maybe left the semester after or during my semester.
Yeah.
But like we both bonded because with community college, it's very easy for people to get like comfortable there.
Yes.
And sometimes people stay there for like God knows
Way
how
too
long.
long.
Way
Which
too
like
long.
nothing wrong with that. It's
Yeah.
just like
Well-
that's not my thing.
Mm-hmm.
But Fahim and I were both like the same age, and also like consistently gigging, and we knew like the same people, and also he was just really fucking good.
Oh
you
my
know?
God, Fahim.
He's like one of my
Legend.
favorite guitar players to play with.
Yeah.
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 So like, yeah, we just got along, and then we just remained homies, and it's been
That was the
beautiful.
last community college you went to?
No, PCC was the last one,
Oh,
and
that's
that
right.
one was probably my favorite, because like I was practicing upright. There was like good people at PCC.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, Fahim was there for that too.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
Yeah,
We actually have a mutual friend through PCC. You know, Lucy Rodriguez?
dude. Yeah, that's home. That's homie.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was supposed to see them when I got back, but then I got busy.
Story of your life. It's okay. It's okay. You're just busy. You're fucking making
Yeah, you're
this
fucking
money.
killing
moves.
it.
Thank you.
So you're going on tour soon again.
Yeah,
like
with Spill
Tuesday,
Tab. Mhm.
and that's for another month.
So here's the thing. So we're opening with Spill Tab. We're opening for Wallows.
Right.
Well, I think Wallace is doing like not Wallace. Wallows is doing like a 2 or 3 month tour, and we're gonna do 10 days of that because like we were just like fuck that. That's a lot
Right,
of
right.
time gone. You know
That's
what I mean?
right. You were telling me about this.
So we're doing 10 days of that, and luckily that worked out to where I can tour with Mild High Club right after that.
Nice.
And then after that, I'm back for a couple weeks, and then we do like a month or something with Wallows with Spill Tab again.
So for like 2.5 months, you're gonna be on tour again coming
Yeah.
Tuesday. All right. Well,
That's
just you know,
fun.
Yeah,
Do you like going on tour, or is it?
I love it.
it's tiring.
I'm excited to eventually. I mean, not eventually, but like I'm excited for July because I don't really have any tours booked
Yeah, a
up
little
for
break.
another few months.
Yeah,
so I
for
can
now.
like, you know,
But that's not touring season. Also,
Yeah, it's more like festival season.
yeah.
So I'm excited to go home and just let my meat hang and do the whole thing.
Absolutely.
Your meat's hanging all
some
over the
meat
place. I'll
time.
tell you that. It's
Oh yeah.
meat- you need
Fun
some
fact:
meat
I'm
time.
actually bottomless right now during this podcast.
no drawers, huh?
And no drawers.
And that's why this episode is sponsored
No
by
pants. That was weird.
MeUndies.
Yeah, I wish I was telling why. We've been talking a lot about our dream sponsors. For this
I listened to
podcast.
the Carter episode where you were talking about that. You
I
mentioned Squarespace. That's like the popular
That's
one.
yeah. Bomba socks is a popular one, but for utility, MeUndies, which I'm wearing right now, by the way.
Really? What are
MeUndies.
MeUndies?
You hear that,
Oh.
MeUndies?
They're made with micromodal fabric, and it's very comfortable. I can barely even tell that I'm wearing them right now.
Really?
Yeah, they're really nice.
Let me
actually.
see.
I'll show you right now.
Yeah.
Let's all try them on.
Yes,
All
the
right.
Brotherhood of the Traveling Undies.
No washing, boys. It's these guys right here.
Oh, those
Oh,
look nice.
okay.
Those look like actual underwear.
Yeah.
Take a picture of me right now so that we can put it on the
No.
Instagram.
I mean, I'll take it. I don't live here.
This is on the podcast. This is live.
Yeah.
So if you're
For all
listening-
the viewers at home, Maddie is wearing
He's dropping trowel right now.
MeUndies,
These remind
and they
me-
have like old timey, like
They're like plaid.
checkered, like
Yeah.
long john energy.
It's like a tartan.
Yeah,
It's like a Scottish tartan.
yeah, it's a Scottish tartan.
They're comfortable as shit. Hannah got me these for Valentine's Day.
Is it just like one pack, or is it like one in a pack, or is it like three?
Well, she got us matching pairs. So she has like
Cute.
she has her pair that's like the same design, and I'm wearing this pair. They're comfy. I own 2 pairs. The other is like this but green,
Yeah,
and I wish that all of my underwear were this
Do you
because
save them for days where you're like, I'm gonna need some
We
comfortable
do
underwear?
plan to match just so that we have a cute little thing to coordinate on.
Right.
That's just our own little secret. But now I guess it's for our
The world
millions
to
of
hear.
listeners. Yeah.
you know what I've been thinking about? I've been really wanting to buy like some Calvin Klein underwear.
dude?
You can get them at like Nordstrom Rack for pretty cheap.
Oh, I
you?
can get them at Ross for pretty cheap.
Or Ross, yeah, or
Yeah.
Marshalls. Or
Yeah,
something
like they're
that.
very attainable,
Yeah.
and I wonder, like, I just want to know, like, does the fabric feel better?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Really?
I have Calvin Klein underwear, and they're really
Nerd.
Ladies,
They're
Listen up.
really nice.
Calvins.
Wyatt's wearing
Only
his
the best.
Calvins.
Only the best for
He's
myself.
walking differently.
Wyatt, bring your Calvins.
Wyatt,
Wyatt, bring your Calvins.
They're here.
your Calvins are soft against my
Why did you
cheek.
touch your breast
You
when
guys can
you
take 'em-
said they're here?
Well, they're here.
Because he's also wearing the tops.
Because I also have a bra.
It's for men.
It's a bra for men.
You fucking idiots.
It's a workout bra.
It's a workout bra. He's got his pecs are just too fucking
They're too
Gnarly.
fucking rockish.
bodacious. He's rocking some rock titties.
That's right.
It's also the ASMR episode.
It
is also the ASMR
This is a
episode.
chaotic episode of this podcast.
Oh yeah, I'm glad I can be the first for this.
I haven't.
No,
so
it's
the thing
good.
is I have not been drinking. I didn't drink from my birthday episode. What with Edwin? Right, that was
I think
episode
since
2.
then.
So from episode 2 to episode 6, I haven't been drinking,
Oh,
and so I've this 2 glasses of wine has got me feeling that
it's doing its
yeah,
job. I
it's-
got to get another bottle of this at some point. This is
it's
actually
quite
really
good. It's La Crema.
Yeah, it's
The
delicious.
Pinot Noir 2019. Great
Yeah.
year.
Great year, wonderful year.
Over
When-
40 years.
when things were still open.
Yeah, things are open
Over
now.
40 years of winemaking excellence.
I was like watching an old
Crema.
movie. I was like, what was I watching? Oh, I was watching fucking Back to the Future at some point,
Mhm.
and in my head I was like, why is no one wearing a mask?
I know, right?
I was like, wait a minute.
So wild. That was happening. I think everyone was like watching stuff during COVID. It's like it's so weird to see groups of people together.
Mhm.
I'm so glad we're like things are on the cusp of not having to be like. Well, I mean, people aren't wearing masks all over the place, but like,
It's going to be weird, like 5 years from now, looking back and seeing people wearing masks in commercials and stuff like that.
Oh
I think that's
Yeah.
going to be weird. And it's going to be like, even in shows, I think people have like coronavirus has made its way onto like TV shows and stuff.
yeah,
It's going to be like,
Absolutely.
remember
I haven't
that?
seen that. I don't watch too much TV, but
I watch my Nana, or aside from when I'm not touring, I usually like watch my Nana every like Sunday and Monday.
yeah,
So at her place, like I just happen to watch a lot of TV because
Yeah.
she just likes Family Feud. So I see a lot of ads for shit,
yeah.
and like, yeah, there's like some what's it called, like doctor-based shows that are just like they have COVID episodes,
Oh,
you know,
wow.
where they're like, oh, people are dying, and I'm like, pretty much just COVID, but just with drama, you know.
Yeah, content out of COVID.
Yeah, absolutely.
hmm
And you're just like, damn, that's bonkers.
It is
That's
pretty
right.
weird.
We are living through a lot of changes in our lifetime. The craziest new one that's going to come that I think is pretty bonkers is and it still has to go through, but them getting rid of daylight savings time or getting rid of the
oh
time
my
change.
God.
To God, that happens.
Like you're going to tell your kids like 30, 40 years from now, like when I was a kid, they would change the time. Like they would literally like shift it.
That is true.
And now they don't do that anymore.
I will say,
like,
Wait, so is that actually happening? Because I heard
I think so.
recently good. So
It's
are we?
gonna stay like this.
So it's done.
I don't think it's officially done at the time we're talking about.
Because I remember voting for that like a while ago in some midterm election.
Yeah, it was like a couple years ago or something, right?
Yeah, now I think it's gotten to like the Senate or whatever who has to sign.
Great. I hope it
And then-
does.
yeah.
The number of sunsets after 5 p.m. is going to drop significantly if we just remain in how things are right now in springtime of 2022. Like we won't have to be dealing with sunsets before 5 p.m.
Right.
It's like
Hopefully
I can't
not.
remember. I'm just shooting like crazy statistics. This may not even be true, but
No,
it's going
go
to drop
ahead.
like 95%. Like we're going to have to deal with
I mean,
that.
you're
like,
talking with so much confidence. Like I believe.
Right.
you.
We
You
don't.
could
It doesn't
say-
matter.
I remember seeing there was like a like an infographic, like a picture graph of like the United States and like states where like you're gonna be experiencing sunsets after 5 p.m. and it's like I know I'm talking a lot with my hands,
No, that's good.
but it's gonna drop significantly, which is I get so depressed during the winter.
It's really annoying when it's like dark out at 6 p.m.
Oh yeah, I will say there
early.
have been a couple of times where I was kind of happy it was like dark early. I don't know. It's something about like
It's nice in the wintertime, I
Oh,
think.
yeah,
like, For it to
absolutely.
be kind of
It's, like,
dark and cold.
cozy as shit.
Yeah, it's cozy.
Snuggle up with somebody.
Yeah.
And then New Year's goes and you're like, oh god, I can't wait for spring.
Yeah,
I've been waiting for
absolutely.
spring since January 1st.
That's fair. We're in spring now, right?
Yeah,
We're
think so,
officially
yeah.
spring's springing, dude. The flowers are blooming, the bees
It's
are
been
buzzing.
warm out. It's not cold at night anymore.
Oh,
it's nice.
I'm a little sweaty right now.
Yeah, me
it's-
too. I was gonna throw this fan on, but I think it might make noise.
Yeah, I was wondering, is there any way we could like make the lights
mean-
a little sexier in here? Or?
You can
Also-
flick that switch right there, Caleb, and it'll make it a little sexier.
Oh, that's
I
kind
would
of
plug the slide in. I could plug the slide
yeah.
Yeah,
in.
plug that light in. Let's get sexy. I feel like the viewers want us to be very comfortable.
Yeah, this is probably the most. And I've only listened to like maybe 2 or 3 episodes, but I feel
Yeah.
like there's a lot going on in this episode.
There's a lot going on. It's okay. I feel like we've reached a threshold where I'm just gonna lean into it.
All right,
No,
milk
it's
it.
good.
Full send.
I'm
gotta-
happy.
we gotta let it happen,
We're
yeah.
having a good time.
We're having a great time.
Ultimately, if I'm having fun, then that's all that matters.
Yeah.
If we're all having a good time.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
Do I open up one of these other bag of chips?
Yeah. You want to hit? Which one you want?
Dark russet.
let's get the
Yeah,
crinkling.
let's get the kettle cooked potato chips.
Is that the one you said, Maddie?
Sorry for the crinkling, everybody.
Yeah, fuck it. The dark.
Yeah, you could fix it in post. That's fine.
Yeah, that's true.
We're just
too.
gonna leave it.
Just side chain it.
We're gonna
Oh,
leave it.
this has
Sidechain it?
peanuts in it.
Huh?
This has peanuts in
This
it.
has penis in it.
Yeah.
Oh, they're good.
Are they good? I'm gonna try one right now. I'm gonna chew off screen.
Fuck.
All right. I'm gonna open these ones.
Those are delicious.
This.
Bro?
These are good. These are kosher.
Want another one?
No, I'll wait.
Okay, good call.
That's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Saint Laurent.
Mm-hmm.
This podcast is being brought to you by Saint Laurent.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, oh my gosh, we've been recording so much. We have one more song we decided to add to the album.
Oh, for the slow stuff.
Yeah, and so we have to like record that from semi-scratch. The form is all laid out and stuff, but we're playing a show. This is coming out tomorrow.
This is
Today.
yeah.
Friday? Hi.
The 25th.
If you're listening to this, we're playing a show at a barber shop on Lancashire and Magnolia called the Crimson Barber Shop.
Where if
Saturday.
you know any of the Swells lyrics, they will cut some of your hair for free.
I
I hope to get a haircut at this place for playing.
I think that you possibly could. Sonny, if you're listening to this, I think maybe the Swells boys could get a
Maybe a little
haircut.
trim.
Sonny's my
You
barber.
guys- I feel like this is a band where you can benefit from like, not benefit, but if you were to sponsor a barbershop, it would make sense. You guys, you know.
Because of our hair?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
you
mean-
guys seem like a couple of clean cut fellas.
Hey,
We try.
I'm thinking about growing out my hair, and then every time I think of the awkward middle phase of growing out my hair, I get anxiety, and I'm like, I'll just cut it off again.
Right.
Because I have the way it's like long on top, and
Just cut your hair like so that it kind of equals out with the
and then
sides,
just start from
and then just
scratch.
start there.
Ugh,
Yeah.
It's such a bummer, but that's the way to do it. You're right. If I'm able to keep it clean throughout all that process, like still go in for cuts, but just to
Go like trim.
trim
Yeah,
and
you
make
need,
it
like,
not
get rid of
look
dead ends and all
yeah,
that.
exactly. Then I think it would be a thing as long as I could do that. But I kind of miss having like longer hair. There was a saga of Maddie Gregg where the hair was
I remember.
beautiful.
Sometimes I see old pictures of you with long hair, and I'm like, man, I forgot Maddie had long hair like that.
We've done it all.
Yeah, everyone's had
Have
long
you ever
hair.
shaved your head?
Yes, I was actually just about to mention that. So,
Don't cut your hair anymore, though. Your hair is beautiful right now.
oh yeah, no, honestly,
Gorgeous.
I remember I cut because I had locks before I shaved my head, and this is like my second set.
Okay.
And I remember cutting my hair, and like gigs were not coming as frequently,
Damn.
which made you think. I was like, damn, was this why you guys hired me, or do you guys like me for who I am? Or?
Probably both. Probably the playing and the looks at this point. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say the fat, thick,
And the
juicy
badonkadonk.
ass.
Oh, that ain't going nowhere, baby.
Yeah, unless my mom pricks it.
No, yeah, and then berry juice is on the floor.
I really hope my mom listens to this. I guarantee you this is going to be the first episode she listens to. She hasn't listened, I don't think, yet, and I think it's probably a positive
I
thing.
suggested to my mom not listen.
Yeah,
I was like,
God
we
forbid your
started
mom-
doing this, but I was like, you probably shouldn't watch
Yeah.
it. And she was like, yeah, no, I don't think I probably shouldn't either.
Why? Why?
Just because of the like crudeness. Not that we say anything bad, but
She gets
I mean, you're
blasted
also-
in episode 1, though.
I don't want my mom to think I'm like this, shit talker.
You are.
I know. That's
And
what
so
I'm
am
afraid
I.
of.
But my
Yeah.
parents, I think, know that. I think it would just be an insignificant layer in
I mean,
the
it makes sense
disappointment.
because like you don't want to see what your kid does.
Yeah.
I mean, not you don't want to see what your kid does like in their personal life because like
Right.
you want to be supportive, but also it's just like, oh, your kid's a fucking person.
Mm-hmm.
They're
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
do some dumb shit.
Exactly.
And no matter what you told them, they're still gonna do it.
There's Wyatt the son, and then there's Wyatt
The friend.
Maddie's friend.
Yeah, exactly,
And those
exactly.
are two very, different people.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
people.
That's okay. We all have sometimes we have different lives, but we're the same person throughout.
Definitely.
I remember my dad came to the end of prom, which so I this is more of a plug, but around summertime I do this party where it's a prom themed party, and it's pretty much
Ooh, it's banging.
thank you. It's literally me and Gamby, who I mentioned earlier, and Leo, who goes by Too Many Churros, great DJ.
Way
It's
too
our
many
ex-
churros.
It's our excuse to kind of have like just an insane like bitchin' party with a 13-piece house band.
I have not been yet.
Really?
No, because it was my brother's
You want this?
Let's take a little more.
little baguette action. It was my brother's birthday, so I was out of town this past year for
Oh, this one was good.
prom. Yeah, I
This
know.
one was
I
good.
know. It looked pretty amazing.
But yeah,
good.
it's prom themed. Everyone dresses up. This one, people really popped off. I was pleasantly
Everyone looked
surprised.
beautiful.
Yeah. We had a photo booth. Like we went in. But why did I bring this up? What were we talking about before
The
this?
set list was really good too.
Thank you.
Sorry, I'm like saying this bread in my mouth.
What were we talking about?
I don't know. Did I just plug this for?
No.
I mean, not no reason, but there is a reason I brought this up.
Oh, your dad showed up.
Oh, my dad showed up. And we were, because we're going about like, your son versus how other people know your son.
Right.
So, fun fact, everyone, I did a Tinder like thing where like I did like a game show thing for Tinder, and I was on the
yeah, I
thumbnail.
remember.
Yeah, I was on a Tinder ad.
Yes.
technically.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Funny.
So, I was talking to my dad, chopping it up. I haven't seen him in a while. This is after the set. Everyone's starting to close out. And then, I don't know if it was Caesar or someone else that came up and was just like, hey, so, I was like, did you ever tell your dad about the Tinder ad?
Dude,
And
why
then-
would you do that?
And then my dad was like, what ad? I'll check it out. I'm like, fuck. Because I talked about how I'm like, I think the thumbnail was like a question, like there was like a card question that said, do you ever question your sexuality? And a thumbnail of me going all the fucking time.
yes, I remember that. You should have just said
And
nah, he's just fucking with me.
I also mentioned like a threesome, and it was just like a lot of stuff where like it wasn't bad,
Still want
but
you.
it's just like my dad probably doesn't want to know about all this,
Oh, you talked
Yeah.
about a threesome in that?
but like vaguely.
Do you want to talk about
Mr.
it
Buchanan.
non-vaguely on the Swells podcast?
I
or
had
no?
sex with 2 people at the same time.
And that's about as non-specific as you want to get.
Was this on Tinder?
No, these are the friends. I won't shout out the friends.
Sponsored
but we're
by
good.
Tinder.
You know who you are.
You know you are. Love you, baby.
This is a snackiness ass podcast. I'm glad because
Yeah.
I was pretty hungry, I guess.
I know. Now that like, just leave it to like put some snacks out and you start picking.
Oh, Wyatt's if
I'm a big
I have any
snacker.
friend that's a snacker that's gonna pick at some shit, it's gonna be Wyatt's there.
My thing is,
that.
I have not eaten all day. So this is.
Munch down,
Damn, yeah,
bro.
get it. Get
Ugh.
at it.
It's all
So
right.
some quality food too. I mean, this is no like. It's not like Ralph's potato chips.
We're now almost 55 minutes into the podcast, and we're like, these snacks are so good.
Oh, yeah, that's the name of the episode. The snacks are good.
The snacks are good. Snack time with Caleb Buchanan.
Oh shit!
There goes the
All right,
Saint
all
Laurent.
right. No more snacks.
That's all right. Luckily, the guitar broke its fall.
That's all right. He didn't even like that guitar.
I do like that guitar.
Sorry about that. For
That's
all the
okay.
viewers at home, I dropped the keyboard and it fell on Wyatt's guitar. But it's okay.
Everything looks to be intact, so it's no big deal. If you didn't bring bread and wine, there'd be a problem, but
But I did.
you did.
So it's
we're
fine.
straight.
It all
Worked out.
equals out.
It all equals
out. Wyatt has someone interesting coming into the studio tonight.
Offset.
What?
Yeah.
Where is this at?
Offset.
It's at my job at Paramount Recording.
Oh, damn.
It's not as exciting as it sounds. It's been a lot of him and his entourage sleeping at our studio.
Okay, go
And,
on. I understand.
Yeah, so it's been a lot of that. They're working on, I mean, they must be working on something. I probably shouldn't say too much. But yeah, he's been coming in lately
Tinder
with his
ad.
crew and
Sponsored by Tinder.
and yeah, been doing a lot of chilling. They show up pretty fucked up and then they go to sleep.
God bless.
Do they record a lot of stuff or?
It's not that I've seen lately, not in the last couple days.
Yeah.
But hey, to each his own. Everyone's got a process.
Who's the most famous person you guys have met that like you thought you'd have a big reaction for, and then it turned out you're like, huh, I guess that's
met-
like not that big of a deal.
I met Jack Nicholson at the Wiltern one time, and he
Really?
was very chill. Yeah,
I did not know that.
yeah.
Wow.
Rick like brought him backstage and was like, you know, this is Wyatt, blah blah blah, and he was like, hey, how you doing, kid? And then that was it. He just like sat down with. He was like there with like his son
Oh yeah.
or like his grandson or something, like a younger kid.
What was the show?
I don't remember honestly.
It was on a Lakers game.
It wasn't a Lakers game. I'm surprised he wasn't there.
Yeah.
But yeah, but it wasn't like it didn't end up being that big of a deal.
Yeah. They're just people.
Yeah.
What about you, Caleb?
I'm trying to think. Who's like the most like. It's weird saying objectively famous, like like Jack.
That
Nicholson.
people know, like
Yeah, like almost household name.
If while you're thinking, I can give you mine.
Yeah,
ahead.
give yours because this is gonna. I gotta think.
I was hanging out with Edwin, as these stories often start. Warm bedrooms. for
God bless
fans-
warm
Fans of the
bedrooms.
show. And
King
we-
of schemes, some would say.
without a
Without a-
doubt.
yeah, without
and
a
this
doubt.
show, this story is gonna confirm that scenario. What do you want? Oh, the vape. One moment.
This episode is sponsored by
Whatever this vape.
whatever
is
this
called.
is.
I was with Edwin, and we were at a Steve Lacy show at the Wiltern, where Carter Ace, who was on last show, did a like
He's in a
choir.
choir thing,
He was in
yeah.
a choir like during one of the.
Oh yeah,
That was so funny.
It
Yeah.
was like during the Solange song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're hanging out, and then we scheme our way backstage, and we're like hanging out, and then Edwin comes up to me, and he's like, "All right, we got this. I don't know if I should say it, but I'm just gonna say it. Fuck it. We can decide later." He's like, "All right, we got invited to this Halloween party at Anderson Paak's house,"
Oh yeah.
and I was like, "Okay, Edwin," because sometimes the schemes work, sometimes they don't, right? And I was like, "Okay, let's do it." I'm like, "We can go there. Like, if it doesn't work out, it's close by my house. No sweat. It's not a big
It's not an
investment
ordeal.
of my
adventure.
time." Exactly.
Yeah.
So we go there. He's like, "All right, cool. I'm going to send you the flyer. The flyer is how we get in. So you need to have the flyer on your phone." I'm like, "Okay, cool. Yeah, sure. Whatever." We roll up to this house and there's security out front. I'm like, "All right, this is kind of weird." And they're like, "Okay, cool. Like, are you invited?" And I'm like, "Yes, here's the flyer." And they're like, "Cool, give me your phone." And they like put the phone in one of those bags, like, those like show bags that sometimes you have to put your, phone in for specific shows to like, it's magnetically sealed and stuff like that. I'm like, "Okay, chill." And then I walk in, and there's Anderson Paak, there's Thundercat, I see Hannibal Buress, there's like Mac DeMarco, and all these people, like Kieran Callanan, Jacob Collier is there, all these crazy ass people, like a lot of people that I respect and look up to, and like have formed a lot of like what I think is interesting musically and things that I aspire to be. And I'm hanging out and talking with some of these individuals, and I'm like, oh, like they're just people. You know what I mean? I'm talking to some of these people, and it's just like, we're just having conversations. I'm asking advice without being like overbearing, and at some point I realized like, oh, this is like, they're just folks.
Yeah.
It's so interesting. It was a very like formative experience. I was twisted as shit though, I'll tell you that.
There was good hors d'oeuvres
There was
party.
yeah.
Oh, I bet.
There was
sounds
there
like
was
a
an
good
open
order.
bar as fuck at that bar, at that
good.
place. It was fun. It was a good time.
Yeah.
My breath smelled of alcohol the next morning. I woke up drunk.
Nice.
Happens.
I have like a few different stories. Fun fact, I used to give Kaylani bass lessons.
Whoa.
What? That's funny.
Yeah, I never told you guys that.
I don't think so.
I know, you
didn't
never
that.
told me that.
Oh, well, yeah. There was just one. Yeah, I remember one day, a friend of mine, like DM'd me like a Kaylani post, and she was like, "Hey, I'm like," it was like a post, and she was like, just in Guitar Center, and she was like looking for bass players, serious inquiries only.
Yeah.
And she was like, "You should DM her." I'm like, "Sure." I'm just a fucking random dude, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I DM her. I was like, "Hey, I'd love to give you lessons." And then she not only replied very quickly, but also like invited me to her house that night to like hang out.
What the heck?
Dang, that's
and
sick.
like see
That's
if we
crazy.
vibed. And like it was cool. She was like vegan at the I don't know if she's vegan now, but
Who's to say, really?
she made me this meal. We watched what's
Huh.
that Beatles movie?
She cooked for you?
Across the Universe. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You watched
Damn,
Across
that's
the Universe
crazy.
with Kaylani?
Yeah. And like met up my friend Ombre there and like some other people.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was cool. We got along. It was really nice. That was
That's
a
cool.
fun
That
one.
sounds chill.
What else? Meeting Jaden Smith was probably pretty chill.
Was he pretty nice when you met him?
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
cool. He was kind of just doing his own thing. I met
Yeah.
him through Carter and Fahim.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was like that one.
Yeah,
there
they're
was like that
they're
little-
friends.
Yeah.
They've done some work together, I think.
We went to this thing and he was like, okay, here's what happened. And this is also one of those, I'm going to just tell it and you guys kind of choose whether to edit it out or not. I have to talk to Carter, but
Sure.
yeah, Carter invited us to this, what's it called? Like to see Venom, like the second Venom before it came out.
Yeah, I remember that
I was
night.
late to that and I couldn't get in.
Oh, fuck.
I was working and I was like busted ass to get over there, and then the theater was closed. They wouldn't let me in.
Yeah, we went to that, and then because Jaden rented out the entire theater.
Yeah.
And like it was like an invite only thing, and I managed to get invited. I was like, all right, cool. And then Jaden and I talked a little bit. You know, not like I'm a huge because like I don't also just don't listen to Jaden Smith that much.
Yeah.
But I did see The Pursuit of Happiness and Karate Kid as a kid.
Yes.
Yeah.
Same.
Which were two movies that I was like, all right, yeah, down.
Yeah.
Huh.
So we talked. He was really nice. And then it's funny because like I think a couple days after that, there's this artist that I used to play for, Teo. And Jaden has like a song with him, and Teo was doing a show at the El Rey, and I got guest listed from a friend of mine, Zach Tabori.
Right.
Nice.
Great musician, by the way. Like literally plays everything.
Yeah.
At
Fantastic.
an insane level.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he guest listed me, and then I saw Jaden at some point, and he actually hit me. He was like, "Oh shit, what's good, dude?" I'm like, "Okay, cool, what's
Nice.
up?"
That's cool.
nice.
You
That's
recognized
cool.
me at first. I'm like,
I feel like that's the mark of like a genuine person that's not like on
Yeah.
some fuck shit. Well, I mean, also you have to lay a good impression and not just be like. There's a difference between, I feel like, when you're someone that's on that level of notoriety, that when you meet them, you're like, "Oh, you're Jaden Smith, and hi, I'm such a big fan," and all this stuff. And
Yeah.
there's a difference. Be like, "Hey, man, how you doing?" Like, but you also have to be like, "Yeah, I know who you are, but like, I'm gonna
Yeah.
treat you like a fucking person because you are."
I don't know if it's like a LA thing. Also, I mean, we're also like musicians in LA, so it's like the probability of just meeting someone like fucking like Offset for something. It's just like there's a good chance that could happen.
Yeah.
You know, so in your head you're just like, oh, it's not like not a big deal.
Yeah.
But just like this is
To be expected.
this is
to a
the
certain
scene.
degree.
Yeah, and it
which
comes
is a
with the
good thing. It's a
territory.
good not a problem, but it's like it's a good case scenario to happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh, you're like, oh, I can just see this random person somewhere. And like we might end up working together passively, not like I'm on their credits, but like, oh, I brought you a thing.
Was around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
yeah.
I was like a runner for this session. You know?
I have another story from this week actually. So where we, I don't think you have to cover your mouth. I think we're just snacking at this point.
No,
No, it's okay. I understand. So I don't remember his name off the top of my head. Do you guys remember?
Steve Tyrell.
You're not far off. It's not Steve Tyrell. Wait, are you thinking of Steve Carell? I'm thinking
no.
Steve Carell.
Oh no, I said Steve Tyrell.
Who's Steve Tyrell? Oh, Steve Tyrell.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah,
you know,
no, sorry. Sorry, my bad.
Wait, which one's Steve Tyrell?
He's the DJ on K-Jazz.
What's
Nice.
Yeah.
You remember the guy from The Office? Did you guys watch The Office?
Yeah, of course.
What's the name of the character where he's like Steve Michael Scott's character loves him, but he's not always on the show. But like he gets
Ryan, the guy.
No, not Ryan. But you're not wrong about that. He's the guy that's like sometimes on the show, and he comes in.
Andy?
No, and he's like a huge like jackass, and all the women in the office like really hate him. Packer.
I don't know.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna find. Hold on 1 sec. I'm gonna find his name. David Koshner.
And you saw this guy?
I saw him at the Starbucks right on Owlet and Ventura recently.
LA baby.
And I was like, oh, that's that guy. And I was like, I mean, I'm not gonna. He kept looking at me strangely because I like looked at him and like recognized him. I was like, okay, cool, that's definitely that guy. And I was like, I'm not gonna like. I mean, what am I gonna? I don't care.
Right,
like, that's
right.
it's cool.
Say?
I
like
recognize
your
you.
somewhat minor role on The Office.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely been in a bunch of comedy movies. He's a super funny guy. And I was like, I recognize him. Like, I think he kind of like saw me. I'm like figuring him out. And then like, I was like, okay, that's cool. And then, but I noticed he would like, he made his order and like every so often he'd kind of like look at me and stuff. I'm like, I'm not like.
He's like, you better not fucking come
I'm
over
not
here,
going to come up to you, bro. Like, he was like kind of a dick to the Starbucks people. Like,
Really?
He ordered a latte and it came iced. And he was like, I didn't ask for this iced. I just said latte. I want a hot latte. And I think he was ordering for like his whole family and stuff. I don't know if I should be saying this. I don't think
who cares?
I mean, ordering for your family at Starbucks is just stressful. And
I know that's a lot, but
Maybe
I
he was
remember
gonna like get it from his wife or something, and you know,
perhaps. But yeah, I was like, huh, that's interesting. I feel like you can tell a lot from a person by how they treat like service staff,
yeah.
and stuff like that. And I just found that to be very interesting.
I got one more.
Let's go for it.
Since we're talking about service workers.
Yes.
So I'm in this math rock band called 2 Days in Cat Time.
Shout out 2 Days in Cat Time.
Shout out 2 Days in Cat Time. It's like my passion project from high school with Gamby, Cal Kevaney, and Gavin Harris.
Let's go.
Anyway, so we had our like record debut show at the Goldfish, right? Which is a venue. If you're from LA, FKA the Hi-Hat, but
good. Okay, so it's now still an operational venue.
yes.
Oh,
And it's not
fantastic.
bought out by Golden Voice.
Oh,
The
good.
stage setup is different though. There's like a lot of controversy because some people really like it, some people hate it. It's like leaning more towards a club rather than like
it's the same spot as the hi-hat.
yes, same
Okay.
spot.
I mean, it has to be
and the pool
sustainable.
tables are free now.
Fantastic. That's
It's-
great.
it's cute. I like
Good
it.
to- That's actually great to know because I want to be on top of like the small to medium clubs that are happening.
Yeah,
The Goldfish?
The Goldfish.
Okay, good, great.
Anyway, so we went to this Thai restaurant. Or was it Thai? I forgot what. It wasn't Thai. I think it was Vietnamese food.
Sure.
But we went across the street. Me, Gav, and Cal.
Mm-hmm.
Gamby was staying in the venue to like check on everyone and make sure everyone was good.
Close out and stuff.
Yeah, or not to close out. This was like before they were
okay.
like during sound checks, just make sure
gotcha.
everyone was
Yeah.
here and not on any bullshit.
Yeah.
So we went to go get food because no one ate that day. We're eating, we're like munching, we're just talking, and then we look at the table in front of us.
Mm-hmm.
In front of us is Elijah Wood and his whole family, like his whole little family.
One of those little Hobbit family.
Yeah, I bet he would really like if I called them that.
Yeah, you should have.
Sam.
Like, I think Cal was the first one to notice because I think he went to like get water and he came back and he was facing away from Elijah and he was like, Elijah Wood's behind me.
That's
like,
crazy.
What? And me and Gav are looking without trying to like look.
Yeah.
And we're just like, fuck, that's Elijah Wood. Just getting dinner with his family.
Yep.
Yeah.
See, that's
Was
honestly,
he mean to the staff or no?
He was very sweet. From what
So
I
he
could
was
tell.
mean to the staff.
all accounts. All accounts. I've heard that Elijah Wood is a very sweet, genuine person.
All right.
That's an actor or a celebrity that I feel that if I saw in real life that I'd be like, oh my fucking God, that's Elijah Wood. Like, I don't know if I'd be 100% cool because I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan.
I'm the opposite in the sense of I haven't seen any Lord of the Rings.
All right. This is just further solidifying the fact that I want to have a Lord of the Rings marathon.
Yeah, that sounds great. We're watching the extended cuts, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
the longer the better.
The longer the better. I fucking love those movies. And if I saw Elijah Wood in the wild, I'd probably have an aneurysm.
Yeah, no, from what I've seen, he was really nice. Just kind of kept to himself, or like kept to his family, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just getting dinner.
That's cool.
No one really bothered him, which I was like, that's kind of nice.
Yeah.
I think
feel
everyone
like he'd be the
knew.
kind of guy that's like hard to recognize sometimes. Like you wouldn't know right off the
Really?
bat that. Yeah, I kind of
His eyes just kind of
looks
like
really different as like the roles he plays are like, I don't know, more like he looks different. I don't know. And he's got like he usually has short hair. Like if you see pictures of him like out in public, I don't know. I feel like he'd be like it'd take a second to recognize him. I don't know. That's just me.
Love that guy.
Yeah. And also, I really liked Wilfred. That was a good one.
Yes,
Yeah, I know
Wilfred's
Sean.
awesome.
Yeah.
They're not, I mean, they canceled that or did it just.
No, it ended.
Oh, it ended.
It
Okay.
ended, yeah.
Nice.
I don't know if it was like it got canceled and they were like, well, let's wrap it up. But they finished out the they finished out the story. That's got that comedian, that New Zealander.
Russell Brand? No.
No, what's his name? I can't remember, but I saw him. Well, I can't remember his name off the top. I saw him at the
One
Wiltern.
that plays the dog, right?
Yeah, the guy that plays the
Wilfred.
dog. I saw him at the Wiltern having like a smoke break at like some show. He was super nice too.
That's pretty funny.
Celebrities.
Yeah.
Living in Los Angeles.
Live in Los Angeles,
Something-
you will run into a celebrity at some point.
Sooner
in
or
life.
later.
Without a doubt.
Mhm.
I'm feeling like this has been a fantastic
been pretty
episode of the
good.
podcast.
I think so, too.
Yeah.
Thank you for
having me.
joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me. This is awesome.
coming over here.
Caleb is a fantastic musician, producer, bass player, guitar player, keys player in the Los Angeles area, and you can find him on social media at
Calebius, Calebious on Instagram, and
on
pretty
Instagram?
much like more or less everything.
Are you Little Man on Twitter?
I think I'm Uncle on Twitter,
Uncle.
but it's I think it's still like the same like at like Calebius, but my name is
The name is
Uncle.
okay. Uncle. Is
I
that a
think-
recent change?
Yes, that is a recent change.
Oh, that's interesting.
No apparent reason.
No apparent reason, huh?
No.
Well, if there is an apparent reason and you're being cryptic about this, maybe listeners, maybe give Caleb a follow and,
follow him,
and see
find
if he's
out.
got any announcements.
Yeah,
coming
maybe I have
up.
a secret.
Maybe Caleb's got a dirty little fucking secret.
Yeah, I'm a crazy little.
Maybe he's got a tiny little baby secret and you're just gonna love to hear what he's got in store for you, you stupid little idiot.
Well, everybody, thanks for tuning in this week.
Oh my god. Oh my god, do you hear it?
What?
The music. It's kicking in. Oh my god, it's taking us.
Oh my god.